Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats at SMITHEE TV in downtown Toronto. I'm here with Shaun Benson, producer, director, and actor in Barn Wedding. How does it feel to have your film screening at the Canadian Film Festival?
Thanks for having us, Katie. It feels brilliant. For me, the Canadian Film Fest, other than possibly TIFF, but maybe not even, I think it's the best place we could be playing at because this is truly a Toronto project. And playing at the Royal and packing the house, it's not just, I mean, there's the industry benefit that, you know, producers and directors and all the people in the town in which we work are going to see the world premiere. So that's huge. But it's also that our friends and family get to be there to support it. And you can't really make a film like this for what's technically $0. I mean, it's not, but without friends and family showing up, helping out, just chipping in, giving you Tupperware. So, you know, it doesn't really happen without them. So getting to have them all come for the premiere, you know, it's cool to want to say Cannes or Sundance, which would be great things to play, but this kind of makes more sense for this movie. So I actually couldn't be more excited.
And tell me a little bit about the process of coming up with the story. I know it was very unique in terms of, you know, using the Meisner Technique and whatnot.
Yeah, I think so. And I appreciate the question. I think Kelly and Emily can really help with that because they actually had the emotional drive that created it. So I teach Meisner, and it's an acting technique that, for me, unlocked everything I'd always been told acting could and should be, which is basically, well, you need to listen and respond. And whether it's David Mamet talking in True and False about just stand up straight and say the words, or whether it's, you know, really Ponce theater school teachers going, you just need to respond in the moment. They're all saying the same thing, but none of them quite say how to do it. And then I found this Meisner technique in Los Angeles through a couple different teachers. And no one up here was teaching it the way I kind of did it. So I started these classes, and Emily and Kelly were just genius, like day after day, just giving the best work possible. And I was like, listen, you guys, it's time to sort of grow this. I directed a play that did quite well, and I used the whole Meisner approach for that. And the thing about the Meisner, if you don't know, it's just the relationship. So if we're sitting here saying, oh, I love you so much, or oh, I hate you so much, or it doesn't matter what we're actually saying, the context we don't have to provide as actors. We just have to behave together. And that's why we can be saying, I hate you, while the audience is going, oh my God, they love each other, or vice versa. And if we're not doing that, it's probably not real interesting. So I said to the ladies, listen, can you guys come up with a one-sentence relationship? That's it. And massive stakes, like wedding, death, birth, big stuff. I'll let them chat a bit more about what they came up with, or if they even want to. It's a bit of the climax of the movie, so maybe we'll avoid the specifics. Yeah. But what happened was we literally had one sentence, and the work they did that night, some Sunday night and back in whenever, was so fantastic. And we'd already kind of been circling around one another to maybe make a movie together. And that was it. I mean, that was just, oh, wow, we actually have something with legs. This isn't just a thought, it's a real thing.
So you kind of started with the climax of the film, but how scary is that going like into the film not knowing maybe what's around it, or did it just kind of fall into place naturally?
For me, it wasn't real scary because I didn't realize how much work all this stuff takes. And both in a non-scary and scary way, I had no idea how talented Kelly was as a writer. So we crafted a sort of story, you know, 10 major things that have to happen. And the thing that I loved about, you know, Kelly with the writing is she's like, is there anything you'd like to have happen? And I'm like, I'd like a dance number in this film. So we have a dance number in the film. Now, I'm not going to, I mean, Singing in the Rain is my favorite movie of all time. I don't think I'll ever direct a movie that doesn't have a dance number in it, even if it's like a Hitchcock thing where, like, you know, serious person looks out window and kids are dancing. Yeah. But we'll take enough time to choreograph it because I love that stuff. And for me, if there isn't a dance to it,
what's the point?
Kind of what's the point, you know, if it doesn't have dance involved. So anyways, so then she went and wrote the script. And there's a real departure. I mean, when Emily and I got the first draft back, we're just like, what the, you know, and because of time, Kelly doesn't even know this. I had a moment where I was like, we lose our locations if I don't get the script by date X, so I'll just have to write it. And we wouldn't have had a movie. I can't write. I mean, we'd have done something, but it would have been dreadful. And then the draft comes through just in time, and it's like, oh my God. Because there's the dimension to the people. You know, we had these base ideas, and then a good writer elevates it. So that's what the one thing about the process is. you know, we improvised our way into these relationships and into the behavior, but it was never our intention, and especially directing, I did not want actors improvising on set. I'm not talking a line here or there. I get so, it's just so bland to me. I'm not talking Will Ferrell comedy, that's a different kind of thing, but anything dramatic, it just ends up being two guys going, F you, no F you, no F, and it's an adrenaline-based thing, and I wanted to do something way more nuanced and way more human, and that's why we basically went this way to the script, and then this script, ironically, then becomes something we have to relearn down to the depth of that iceberg, and then that goes out like that and becomes the film. So it was a really beautiful way to have both sides of the process for the actors, because that's the drive of the project.
And where's the best place for us to find out more information on you and Barn Wedding online?
For me, just Google me. I'm always putting up different things on Facebook and online and stuff. So Shaun Benson, S-H-A-U-N. For the film, though, which I'm more interested in you looking up, Barn Wedding on Facebook is where you're going to get all the information. You can buy tickets for the Canadian Film Festival through there. Also, canfilmfest.ca. And then you can check us out on Twitter, Barn Wedding 2014. Because that's the year we made it, yo.
Great. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on the film.
Thanks, Kate. I really appreciate it.
I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats at SMITHEE TV in downtown Toronto.